What's going on YouTube? Back with another video in this series. If y'all are not watching the series, I got a podcast that I made up. And basically in this podcast right here, we're showing you how we at the beginning, 2022, how we made a whole bunch of money and spent it on equipment, trucks, trailers, overhauls, and things like that. And how we eventually made the money back. As you can see, you can start right here at the beginning. It says how I hit $80,000 cash. Like I said, y'all can see how I bought two trucks and fixed them up and all that stuff. And as you continue with the series, you can kind of see how we, use a direct contract and the tankers to generate all the money back, pretty much a full refund. And we're just working our way up on through this series until we get up into 2026, which is where we are right now. So we left off the last video, bought another $25,000 truck. You guys was asking me, is that my truck and trailer that we bought? Uh, no, guys, that's not my truck and trailer. I had a motor carrier that had a direct contract, a couple of direct contracts out there, and I had people who wanted to go out there and buy their own truck and trailer. Well, guys, I found to work me and Justin Lewis, and they came under us, and they was able to get the money up and go out there and get themselves a truck and trailer and things like that. So I'm just showing y'all, with basically group economics and working together, how we was able to help a whole bunch of bunch of people out there get what they wanted. Okay, so well, we at in this series, man. Let me talk about 2026 in this video. 2026, been making some phone calls, sending some emails. But before I get into that, I done found a couple of those receipts on that blue truck overhaul. So let me present that first. Let me present that first. See if we can add it to stage. There we are right there. Hopefully y'all can see this. So this is the first page of the blue truck overhaul done down there in San Antonio, Texas, at a shop called Pablo and Sons Mobile Service. I don't know why they call mobile service at the end. I mean, I guess they do mobile service, but they're a full shop. You know, they do overhauls and things down there. But the blue truck was dropped off there. This is the receipt. Y'all can kind of, for all y'all ain't never done no overhaul, y'all can kind of see, what all extra you gonna have to pay when you're doing overhaul, including labor and all the other, parts that they got to, include in the overhaul. So y'all can pause that video and read through it. I'll bring up the second page here. So that's the second page. Y'all will see that oil pump, that water pump, things like that included. Okay, total bill on this $12,119. We got the third page. This was the spacer plate, and I believe we got a spacer plate and probably what do you call it? The cylinder head gasket. Yeah, some type of gasket. I want to say it was for the cylinder head. Okay, so that was nine. Is that 900? I can't really see it on here. Like 849 or 949. Let's go to the next page. Now this is where we bought the stage two cylinder head from. Y'all know we got a brand new cylinder head on now, so we're shipping over to the shop, $4,150. Now, yeah, I know I pay everything with cash, and I understand these bills look real large. And some people wondering how you able to save that kind of money. Well, first, you know, we got cash equipment, so we don't pay truck notes. Okay, we had cash trailers, so we don't pay trailer notes. We had our own authority, so we not dishing out, escrows and administrative fees and IFTAs and uh, all this stuff that truck drivers are getting robbed for when they sell it. We don't pay none of that stuff. So when you don't pay all that stuff, you get to keep all that in your pocket. That's what I'm all about, keeping everything that we go out there and work for in our pocket. At least try to keep majority. I understand we can't keep everything. You got still got to pay for fuel and insurance, but we don't need to be giving Mr. Charlie no more than he deserves, which is about this much money. That's all he deserves, about that much money. That's too much if you ask me. Okay, so that's the cylinder head, and then this is the IPDM frame kit. After shipping and everything, came to $4,400. So the only receipt that I'm missing a couple of receipts. I'm missing the receipt for the injectors. The injectors was about 900 per injector, uh, and then 6 injectors. So that's about like 5,000 something dollars. So when you add everything up, I say we spent about $25,000 to get the cat engine overhauled. And the only thing we didn't do was turbos, and that's it. So nothing dealing with that turbo side or the oil cooler, nothing on that side we redone. So to finish the overhaul, now the turbos and everything worked, but I'm saying to finish it, we would put on new turbos and then maybe a new oil cooler. But I think that's all the receipts I got. Yep, that's all the receipts I got right there. So for all y'all that was curious and want to get an idea how much that overhaul costs, there you have it. So let me bring that down. Okay, so where are we heading right now? 2026. See, it's important that I show y'all the beginning, how we, got this money and how we spend it and what the money went towards, and I got to build my way up. Okay, so we going in now. I'm still gonna continue with the watching y'all gonna see the new Matic Taker videos and things like that. I think we still got a couple of more to play on this channel. Um, but in this video, like I said, you talk about 2026. So like I said, I've been doing some emails, some phone calls, talking to some people, and I came across something. I don't want to say too much on it, but let me kind of see if we can present what we are currently working on right now. So this is the insurance requirements that we're dealing with right now. I don't have commercial general liability. I have to get that $1 million policy. That's something cheap. I don't know what that costs per year. Probably like maybe $1,000 extra per year on my policy, and then $2 million general aggregate. Probably additional. We're gonna say additional $1,000 or something like that. Everywhere you see a dice at, that's what I don't have. I don't have workers' compensation right now. So this is the same thing that Amazon requires for all your Amazon carriers out there. It's the same, pretty much the same insurance. So I think right now I pay 1,300 a month. This may bump my policy up to 1,500 a month, but I haven't got a quote because I just received this today. But uh, I'm going to send this over to my insurance agent so he can give me a quote. I'm expecting the premium to go from 1,300 a month to 1,500 a month, which is it's totally fine. But you know, anytime you want to work direct to do anything, some type of contract and stuff, you're gonna have to abide by what these shippers want your insurance and stuff to be. And then of course you see at the bottom it says required information. You gotta have an active motor carrier number. That's an MC number. That means you're a motor carrier. An active DOT number, a signed W-9. That ain't nothing. That's just something simple. That's just really just address, name, and then a signature. Then of course some valid insurance, which we already got. So nice and simple. And let's see where we are along the stage. Okay, now for the 1% of y'all watching this that are a carrier, if you do know what shipper this is, do not get in the comment section and go down there writing what the ship is, because I'm gonna block you. I'm gonna block you. Okay, so because only like 1% of y'all, if 1%, because it ain't that many people out here with a motor carrier. Okay, it's only 1%. Really, it ain't even 1%. It's really just two people I know that knows who these people are. Okay, so but anyways, we are currently on phase 3 right now. We're on phase 3, which is they want me to send my COI over to them, but like I said, right now I gotta get an insurance quote because right now I don't meet the insurance requirements right now. So, but that ain't nothing but just a simple phone call to the insurance agent and we can get that all taken care of. So, um, continuing on, what comes next? I think that's all for that right there. Give me 1 second. Yeah, I think that's all. Is there anything else I wanted to share? Let me take that off. Anything else? Okay. Now I did some. Let me bring this up. I did some projections. Okay, I saw fuel was around $3.11 today, so I just did some projections. You see what the truck can grow 6,000, 7,200, 8,400. The 7% is basically all my expenses wrapped up into one that includes factoring and insurance and all that stuff. Everything that I would have to pay out. That's just wrapped up into a percentage of 7%. So 7% of the gross. And that does fluctuate up and down because expenses can fluctuate up and down with factoring. So fuel. Oh, wait a minute. I see fuel missing right there on that one. Let me type that in. Fuel. I have no idea what fuel is. You can't predict what fuel is gonna be. So you just gotta take a guess. So let me just put that down. Just take a wild guess. So what I did was I just based the truck on making 1,200 a day. Uh, Based off 1,200 a day and the miles and things like that. Pretty much, I just tried to guess what the fuel to be using. My fuel cards. I got a bunch of different fuel cards. We got Mud Flap, we got OTR Solutions, TCS. We got one more. Who we missing? I don't even remember. One of them is new. We just got. I don't remember. Y'all have seen enough of my videos to know. But just some rough numbers. I figured on the low end, 6,000 gross. After 7% in fuel, keep about $4,000. And this is running 1997 Freightliner Classic. Exhale pushing that 12.7 Detroit 60 series. Cash truck, cheap truck, less maintenance. Old engine, barely any parts on the engine. Just basic, as basic as we can keep it. I don't want nothing, fancy. I don't want nothing expensive. I don't need no truck note. I don't need any of that stuff. I need what I already got. The cash truck we already own. How much money can I collect? That's all I'm looking to do. I'm trying to keep as much money out of Mr. Charlie pocket as possible. I don't want to pay no escrows. I don't want to pay no administrative fees. I don't want to pay, I barely want to pay for fuel, to be honest with you. If I can get away with that, then we got fuel cards and discounts and all that, but I know a lot of y'all against fuel cards and stuff like that, so I ain't gonna get into that. But and as far as that 1,200 a day, that's just a estimate. Guys, I have no idea. I'm just doing an estimate. I have no idea. Okay, and that's just on the low end. I'm projecting 1,200 a day. So this is something I'm looking to do after winter time. It's ice and snow, and my equipment don't operate on ice. We've been without power here in Nashville, Tennessee, going on 3 days. They finally got our power back on, but majority of Nashville still ain't got no power. The interstates out here is jacked up. Ain't no snow truck came through here at all, so ain't no cars been going up and down the road. But a lot of houses around here ain't got no power, so it's pretty bad right now. Pretty bad. And y'all know, like I said, my truck. We don't drive my trucks on ice. My trucks are money machines. You get in them trucks, you don't gotta pay nobody nothing. You pay fuel, and you pay a little bit of insurance, and you keep all the risk. So we don't take stupid risks being out there on upside down and all that. That costs more money. Going out there having to pay a wrecker to pull you up out the ice, or you upside down, then they gonna bring out a rotator truck and a 65 ton, one of them things that lift up in the air. Y'all ever seen them things lift all the way up in there? I gotta pick you up. I ain't trying to pay for all that. They ain't giving me no bill 25, $30,000. I don't want all that when I could have just kept the truck parked. I know with the truck not moving, it's gonna be a okay, okay. So that's what we're looking for in 2026. We just trying to get some new contracts going and just trying to find a way to keep as much money as possible. Okay, much money as possible. Keep it on the low, the hush hush. Work, a little bit smarter this go around. We're a little bit smarter. We done contracts before. A lot of stuff I ain't gonna be doing no more. No more going to these steakhouses and going out to eat. And we'll go over to Kroger's or something, get a ham sandwich. beans and rice or something. Get a big bag, a 5, 10 pound bag of rice, white rice. I don't know. We don't need to be dishing out. I don't want to pay nobody restaurant fee no more. We don't need your oxtails. We don't need your shrimp. We don't need your lobster. We don't need none of that stuff. I don't want your steak. You keep the steak. Okay, I don't want none of that stuff no more. We keep all that in our pocket. We keep all that in our pocket now. Okay, so going forward, looking to just, if I see any type of, money moving too fast up out the account, just what are we buying? What are we unnecessary purchases? Replacing things on trucks that ain't broke yet. We just replacing them just because we got the money. We ain't doing none of that crap no more. It better be all the way broke. And when it look like it's almost broke, put some JB Weld on there and get a couple more months out of it. Them tires, the wires better be showing. If the wires ain't showing, it's still good to go. So now I'm just playing, man. Now, just going forward though. We just looking to try to, like I said, keep as much money as possible. Because I done seen how much money, even though we was able to, generate all our money back and things like that. I don't know how long I'm gonna be able to, you know, go out here and get contracts and try to make this thing work again and again. Oh, what's the new blueprint? Obviously, 2026. I'm not looking about trucks. I'm not looking about trailers. Let me explain the trailer thing. There's nothing wrong with buying trailers. Okay, I don't have no problem buying trailers. The only reason why I'm not buying trailers is because I can go and get brand new trailers on Repower. I don't need to buy them. Okay, we got big trailer pools with the same trailer pool Snally got. I got. I'll show you. Look, if you ain't already seen it, let me go look on Snap. I don't do any work with Snap, but shoot, we carrier for them too. Let me log in my Snap back office. Well, we done done some loads for Snap before. Give me a second. Y'all see this? Where y'all at? Give me 1 second. Let me pull y'all up. Okay, let me log in the Snap carrier. Like I said, we done some loads for Snap before, but the trailer pool is what I want to show y'all, which is Repower. But same way everybody else. These mega carriers, they look to make Mr. Charlie and all them. They already bought all the trailers for you. I just pay them. If they want 200 a week, I ain't got no problem paying that because I'm only paying for when I need the trailer. Why is it asking me for this code again? The code not work. I'll put the wrong code in. Try that again. Okay, let's go to match capacity. Nope, trailer rental. Snyder has partnered with Repower to help you reserve trailers on demand. Okay, so shoots me over here. See Snyder and Repower. They got some type of video going here that I ain't never looked at. So anyways, I ain't not really showed y'all Repower, but let me log in anyway. I know some of y'all skipping my videos. I ain't got no problem with that. Where's the login? Okay, for whatever reason, it just give me a sign up option, but it didn't give me a login option. Okay, I'm already logged in. Okay, so once again, let's just say, for example, let's say I needed a drive-in trailer um today. Okay, I see one in Laverne, Lebanon, but to make it easy, I'm gonna type Memphis, Tennessee. That's what I guess the good loads come out for drive-in. They got down there. Let's do any type of trailer. Down there, they got what do you call it? Fleet Pride, not Fleet Pride. Fleet Equipment. I think it's Fleet Equipment. Let's see if Fleet Equipment got some trailers listed. Or did a carrier lease them all out? Let me see. Does it say right here? Yeah, it is. Fleet Equipment leasing. In my case, I'll drop it off back at the house. So $24.50 per day. See 10 years into a trailer. They got different places you can drop them off. So as y'all can see, it's different locations you can drop off these trailers. In my case, either I drop it off in Memphis or right here where I'm at, which I drop it off right here where I'm at. So let's just say I needed a trailer for tomorrow, which is Wednesday, and I wanted to use it for 30 days. Boom. Okay, just like that. Select the dates. It's $735. As y'all can see, the total price. They already got all the requirements: 6 months of authority, 40,000 trailer interchange, $1 million auto liability, and basically, I done done this before. Okay, actually, it's $861, and then basically you would hit secure the trailer, and you pay with your debit card up front. Okay, I don't want to hit secure the trailer because I don't want to secure it, but you hit secure the trailer. You have to pay the money up front, $861. Yeah, you can go pick up the trailer. You'll get it for 30. You just use it for 30 days, and after 30 days, you just bring it back. And if you need it longer, then you just make another reservation. Or if you don't want it for 30 days, you want it for 90 days, pick 90, or you want it for 7 days, or however many days you want it. So with this option, it doesn't make any sense for me to be out here buying drive-ins, flatbeds. We get flatbeds, drive-ins, and some reefers on here. So let me go back there and show y'all that. Let me go to see if I want to show y'all on here. Nope, I want to show y'all on here. Some of y'all want to see Snyder low more. I don't know what they got. I see they got some freight on here. Uh, they got a way you can search they low board. I just forgot. Is it search? Okay, here you are right here. So you would search whatever you're looking for down here in the search box and it'll bring up a low board, which I don't pay no attention to 'em. Anyways, y'all know how low board work. I ain't gonna get into all that, but like I was saying, it's all about just trying not to dish too much money out and to know what you gonna do with the money. $4,000. I understand. Yes, I can go out there run a bunch of miles with a drive in and make that. I totally. This is local work. I should probably throw that in there. This is local. All this stuff I'm looking at is local. But yeah, I know I can go out there with a drive in, probably do about 3,000 miles, take on 4,000 OTR. Um, yeah, somebody trying to squeeze. Oh, that's the fire truck. I'm like, man, what in the world is that sound? That's a fire truck going up that ice. But like I said, nothing wrong with that. Everybody got to find what works for them. That's all. That's all we can say about that. Me, I'm just trying to find a way to keep as much money in my pocket off a free operation. I mean, a free operation. Cheapest truck, 1997. And let me talk about this 1997 right quick because I'm reading the comments. Look, I understand, guys, that they didn't treat you guys, and for whatever reason, they treat you guys into thinking that these old trucks couldn't haul no freight or couldn't pull no heels or couldn't go OTR. Guys, a lot of y'all need to go find those people and question them. Cause I don't know nothing about that. I don't. You have to go ask them. They fooled you. I don't. Guy ain't got nothing to do with me. I don't know nothing about buying no truck that can't cross state lines and can't haul no freight and can't put no weight on the trailer. I don't. You gotta go ask all them people. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't even know why a truck driver would even allow a conversation like that to even happen. You can't have no conversation with me that low. That don't even make no sense to me. I've never heard of a semi truck that they built that can't haul no freight. I don't know what kind of semi truck that is. I don't know. I got a high school diploma. I don't know, man. Somebody else got to figure all that shoe shine out. But my thing is, how do we keep all this money? And of course, we can lease people on. I can put on my other trucks that I got, which I thought about that too. Um, because I do got to drive a 50 miles. Said, hey man, bring me along too. Get all this Russian stuff, man. I'd rather come hang out with you. And yeah, I think you can give me a truck. Of course, I can get you a truck. If that's what you desire, of course, you know why I can get you a truck? Because I got a track record of getting everybody else a truck, except Lottie Dottie. Couldn't get Lottie Dottie a truck. Lottie Dottie, he just I know y'all watching the series and the videos, and y'all seeing everybody getting trucks and trailers, and but Lottie Dottie, he just I couldn't talk him out of leasing a truck. I just, he just like any other lease driver that don't work for a mega carrier. He telling me how great the lease is and why you should, get a cash truck when a lease truck make the same thing, $2,000, $3,000 a week or something like that. And I was trying to explain to these guys that we don't make the same thing. It ain't even a close. It ain't no close race. We don't make the same thing. I don't know who told you that we made the same thing. A motor carrier with a direct contract. We don't make the same thing. It's not my bank account is not gonna be nowhere near yours. It's not even gonna be close. You may have to work an additional 5 years just to get close to my bank account. Not the flex. I'm just saying. I don't know who convinced you guys. I don't know, man. I have no idea. But I do believe if he would have just dropped that lease truck and came and hang out with little old Andrew, he could have had a truck today. Not saying that you can't get a truck, leasing a truck. You can go to the Russians and save up money and get a truck that way. It's just maybe a little bit harder. That's all I'm saying. Now I know people on YouTube. I haven't seen people do it. I think the latest person I saw do it was Checkmate. No, it ain't that many people who go up there that can do it. I done seen somebody go up there to the Russians, get a whole overhaul. But all those people know how to save money. That's like 1%. It ain't that many, man. It ain't that many. Me, I like a cash business. When you run a cash business, you looking at every little transaction, and you go back and you watch. You go back like I'm doing right now, watching these old videos. Why are we at the steakhouse? Well, why are we at the steakhouse? What we doing at the steakhouse? I understand. Okay, money coming in too much. We don't know what to do with the money. We at the steakhouse. We don't need to go. Ain't no more steakhouses. Ain't. Let me get some of these videos. Just go down this some of these videos. Yeah. Y'all saw Justin. He paid $30,000 for his classic. He was able to get the money. We had that. Y'all saw me and him running together down in Atlanta, Georgia. He was able to get up to 30,000, get him a classic, and see us at the steakhouse. It's a lot of stuff we did that just saw us at the Chrome shop. Why are we at the Chrome shop? We ain't ever. I'm listening to the truck drivers. You ain't ever gonna catch me at the Chrome shop ever again. Ever again. The only exception may be only if I want my shifter to be a little bit taller, because I do believe, when I hit that flat top with the shifter up like that, it was a lot easier to shift gears. I may do that. Other than that, oh, I'm not buying no $2,500 bumper, $2,500 chrome grill. I'd heard the other truck drivers talking about, how a truck driver making money is, they got the truck all decked out in the parking lot. $2,500 bumper ain't gonna make you a dollar at the shipper. Ain't gonna make you a dollar. Now, if the shippers, when I contact these shippers, if they say, well, wait a minute, Andrew, do you got a chrome bumper? Then I would be at the chrome shop getting the chrome bumper. Wait a minute, hold on, Andrew. Before we hire you, do you got a drop visor? Okay. Oh, you don't got a drop visor? Then we can't work with no carrier. Ain't got no drop visor, and you ain't got no chrome bumper. Have you been to Talladega Fenders? Turn this light on. Y'all know what Talladega Fenders is? Show y'all what Talladega Fenders is right quick. They're down there in Alabama somewhere. I don't even think nobody go with Talladega Fenders. I saw what's my man over there doing the moving van? Trucker AK. I saw him put up a video. He ain't got them fenders on no more. That's the first thing I noticed when I saw the video. I said, oh, he ain't got the fenders on no more. I know why. I got an idea why. Probably because them tires, the amount of money they're gonna charge you to take them fenders off to put some tires on there, man, you get to losing money. But the products do look nice. They look nice. I'll show y'all some. Let's look at some rear fenders. So this is Talladega fenders. This is who do all those custom fender work and all that y'all be seeing on them custom trucks, and they do look nice. They don't cost that much. They look nice. Me personally, I would probably go with maybe both of these are the same. Let me see this orange one. I wouldn't go with that color, but I do like this. Wait a minute, I don't like to zoom in though. I do like this. Y'all can see that's what it look like. It looks nice and it's cheap, $1,500. I'm pretty sure it's more than that. You gotta get the bracket and they gotta install it, whatever they charge for label. I got a quote one time from these guys because Talladega ain't that far. I'm right here in Nashville, so maybe an hour or two away. I don't remember, but let me show y'all some more photos. Y'all see it look nice, but it don't earn no money. It's just to impress truck drivers. That's all. That's it. It's more so of I done ran out of stuff to do with my money, so let me just throw it on fenders because I'm kind of living in a truck and I don't plan on getting out. I ain't got no house. Then I can understand that. And if the truck was my house, then I would understand. Putting the fenders on and things like that. Or if I hear like a super sleeper, I'd do that. If I was planning on living in the truck a long period of time, okay, then I just want to buy it so it look nice for me, okay, to impress myself. But if you don't plan to live in a truck, you just in the truck, just get some money and get on somewhere. Guys, I'm telling you, I'm not gonna be in no chrome shop, no fender shop, or Blue Beacon. I go to Blue Beacon and wash the oil off the engine. We finna squeeze a lot of oil about that 12.7. Now that I can justify paying $40, for an engine wash, or paying the whole 50 to just wash the truck. But understand we ain't going out to wash the truck. We just paying, usually it's 40. I think it's $40 to wash the engine. I think it's $50 to wash the truck. You pay the $50 that come with the engine wash. I think that's the price. I ain't paid them fools. Y'all know I ain't never hit a truck wash on that classic. Since I hit it, I ain't never paid for a truck wash. I done hit that truck since 2022. So we doing pretty good on not feeding Blue Beacon any money. We doing pretty good on that. But I don't know, man. Gotta find something to do with the money now. I had one option. I said, well, we start making this money again. I can start maybe buying a large amount of ETFs. Maybe putting, you know, $3,000 a month in, not a month, 3,000 a week into the ETF. Let it just sit there in the ETF until we make a bigger purchase. What's a big purchase? Man, to be honest, my next purchase is either gonna be a house, either I'm just putting all the money into ETF if I don't get a house. Uh, Other than that, man, I'm not buying no trucks because I got three already. Then maybe if I sell a truck, or if I just find some type of reason where I need to upgrade a truck, or I don't see it happening, guys. It's gonna be very difficult for them to talk me into, buying a truck, but just something to think about. What else, man? What else? I think that's about it right there. I think that's about it right there, y'all. I just thought I'd throw that in there for 2020. Now, I'm not saying any of this stuff that I'm talking about we gonna do, because a lot of this stuff I just found out today. You know, it's still winter time. I don't plan to do nothing until after winter time. So, kind of going back through the videos. I'm gonna drop this video. It's 5 o'clock right now. I'm gonna drop this video. Then I come back later on with another video. We're gonna continue with that pneumatic freight. But will we run pneumatic freight again in the future? Let me tell you about. Let's talk about pneumatic freight right quick. Where are we at on this? Let me bring myself up. Pneumatic freight pays a lot of money right now. I got a couple of friends on. They work for they company drivers. Some of them leased on the carriers. Food grade is paying a lot of money. Food grade pneumatic. I got one guy on the East Coast hauling salt, not road salt, but salt you put, you take to the manufacturer so they can salt the food. You know, he running salt 7 days. No, I think he said 5 days a week. Salt coming off the train somewhere, paying a lot of money. He had 10,000 gross every week like clockwork, and he home every day. Said, "Hey Andrew, man, they need trucks over here, but I ain't got no food grade trailers." So you know, we got General Mills right here in Jackson, Tennessee. They paying a lot of money for that flour. You gotta have flour to make whatever they make over there at General Mills. I was gonna say cereal, but they make more than just cereal over there. So it's a lot of stuff that pays, but the problem with pneumatic is a lot of this stuff can't be done as a one truck operation. Nah, that's not the right word I'm using. It can be done as a one truck operation. It just can't be done as a one person motor carrier. Okay, you need a team. See, all this money y'all saw, us making all that requires more than one person. Somebody got to do the emails and phone calls and take the time to look for customers and things like that. You need people to drive the truck. You need people to source the work, source the parts. Source mobile mechanics. Sometimes these shippers, you need more than one truck, one trailer. So you gotta have people that you can call, put a team together. Okay, hey man, hey, where you at? Okay, you down there over there? I need you over here. Hey, where you at? I need you over here. Now we got three people. Y'all saw how to ship it then me down in Atlanta, Georgia. Andrew, you doing pretty good, but man, you going fast. You working 24 hours, but that silo, you can't do it by yourself. We need you to find a second driver. We need you to find a second driver. He had to call Lewis. He had to already be. He had that. When I called him, he had to already have a truck, trailer, everything ready to go, and drive on down, come get this money. And you saw he came down here get that money. He had the little. He had the. What was it? A Freightliner, Columbia. He was driving. Was it Freightliner Columbia? Was it a Columbia or was it a DD-15 truck? I don't know if that was a newer truck. Let me go see if I can put up the video. I don't even know what the hell he was driving. We gonna find out though. Let me see what he was driving. Oh, what video was that? There it is right there. Okay, that's not a Columbia. He had the latest greatest shoe shine. So he was driving this. Um, I don't know what year it is. We're gonna say a 2016 Freightliner Cascadia DD-15. Y'all saw I just brought the classic down there. So he was holding it down, and that truck was running, fine. It wasn't nothing wrong with that truck. He wanted, well, it's me a roof. It wasn't full condo, so I can understand he wanted to go from condo to y'all see us rolling down with them classics. So and he got that classic. Y'all see that all money logo. And eventually, he was able to continue making money. Right now, he hauling pneumatic with this truck. And later on, y'all saw this same truck. Let me show you where y'all saw this truck again at. Let's do Loves. We'll show all videos. I don't know what I titled it. Fire from Loves. Make this the video. I'm coming in through here.
Right. Mr. Charlie, you fired the right nigga. If you fired me, boy, I had all your shit on flat. I ain't bullshit. You fired because I want got something to eat, bro. Right. So I didn't.
I'm trying to see. Give me a second. I'm trying to say I was truck and trailer. I don't remember the name of the video. That's the right place, but I don't remember. That was December. I might have type in just why is that thing keep popping up right there, man? Making it so difficult. Justin Lewis. Let me see where we at. Yeah, I can't get that thing to go away, huh? There you go. We need to go back to December. Oh, did I go past it? It's gotta be right here somewhere. There it is right there. The marathon continues. So this is where y'all see the truck again. So Boom. Y'all see how he was able to take that same Freightliner Classic he was pulling tankers with. He ended up buying a reefer. Just gotta bring it closer. Y'all see same truck. He got a reefer hooked on to it now. Take it OTR. I think this year, when I was at Love's, because this is when I was working at Love's, he was able to net about $70,000 to his name. And the whole time I was working at Love's, I saved up a good. I think I was saved up around $14,000. That was just a massive gap in how much he had earned versus me. But keep in mind, he was working with a cash reefer. Y'all know he bought this trailer cash. He already owned the truck. He pulled a reefer, freight out there $3 plus a mile with the reefer. So obviously, and he a motor carrier. Obviously, I'm not. Mr. Charlie gonna pay me nowhere near what he was making. Some of y'all was asking that too. Do I regret being a motor carrier? Do I think I could have made the same amount of money being a company driver? And the answer is absolutely not. But where a company driver can beat somebody that's a lease driver or motor carrier, anything like that is only, and I mean only if you taking the money and you have to invest into a retirement plan, and you have to be going up against somebody who's basically not investing. Okay, meaning say you putting your money in like a 401k, or it could be an IRA. Even if it's just $4,000 a year, you a company driver. You may not be making the same active income as somebody with a motor carrier, or somebody or owner operator, something like that. But over 10 years of just putting maybe $4,000 into a 401k or retirement, and that person you going up against putting zero in, okay, over the course of 10 years, the company driver will come out better that way. But only if you're going up against people who did not invest at all, okay? If that makes sense. If you're going up against a motor carrier, they feel it, what about, I see there's some sirens. See what's coming through. Man, did they stop? Oh, they did stop. Y'all give me a second, man. Let me see what the hell's going on out here. See what's going on. Hey, stop it in front of the house. Oh, that's the fire truck. Somebody house on fire? Oh, there go ambulance too. Uh-oh. What the hell going on? Somebody shit on fire? Why they walking up here for? Hold on, yeah, I'm trying to see what the hell going on. Okay, they going to my neighbor house. I was gonna say, what they walking down the driveway for? I had to go out the front door to see what's going on up that way. I can't see from here. Hey, I'm coming back. All right. So, my bad, y'all, for that little break there. But yeah, so that's where we at, man. Like I said, as long as and you don't have to be in truck driving, or obviously invest in no type of accounting, anything like that. You can do that in any industry. You could be an owner operator, you could be a lease driver. Anybody can invest. But that's all I'm gonna say about that. So I'm gonna leave this video right there. I'm gonna go see what's going on outside. Y'all comment, like, subscribe. Let me know what you think, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.